Okay, everybody. So we are starting our day. So first of all, the topic yesterday, if you remember, we were talking about a concept like in uh, navigation, routing, router guards. We were talking about all. So today, our concept would be while implementing a concept of lazy loading. What in case if I want to improve the performance of my Angular, I want to load the content only when it is really needed. It okay. So that's what we would like to see in our course. Okay, so I'm sharing with you our link which you need to download that and let me know once it is working fine. I'm sharing with you one link. Just give me a second. Everybody, did you receive this link? Please, everyone, confirm. Did you receive this link? Okay, I request you to all kindly download this into your local environment and let me know. Download this link and let me know. Okay, once you download it, I would request you to kindly extract it, please. Extract the zip file. Extract the zip file and let me know. Okay, can one of you please share your screen? Bernally or Kaliyappan, Sandeep, anybody, can one of you share your screen, please? Okay. So Bernally, did you extract this? Just go inside this. Okay. Just open the command prompt. Okay, open your VS Code editor of this folder. Copy the URL. Copy the URL. Yeah. Open the VS Code editor. Go to the file menu. Open folder. Yeah. Paste that URL and say select folder. See, your folder is ready. And now uh, you have to basically type npm space I to download all the dependencies. Open the command prompt. How you basically used to say ng server where? Within a VS Code editor or outside? Yeah. Now here you say npm space I. npm space I. That's it. Let the dependencies get. Everybody start the same and let us know. Okay, and now you say ng serve.
एक्चुअली फेसबुक का लिंक हो जाता मेरे से
Okay.
ओपन नहीं होता पर
And once it is done, just a localhost 4000. Great, it looks fine. You can minimize that. And Bernally, could you please repeat what we did? I think one of them was lost in between. You can switch on your mic and explain what you did. Yes, please confirm if you all done. No problem, Bernally. Absolutely, I can understand. Jaideep, we have just downloaded the zip file, the one which I've shared in a chat window. We have been inside this folder and say npm space I and say ng serve. That's the only thing we have done. I'm waiting for the others to please help me with the confirmation so that we can go ahead. Only 2 members have responded back so far. Banali, you can share your screen now, please. Okay, so Banali, see the idea of this particular example. First of all, tell me, Banali, are we clear about yesterday what we discussed about navigation? Quick confirmation, please. Banali, yeah. So just start your screen. Your screen is stopped. Or if you're not able to work it out, let's make another one to share. Saket Dumal, is it okay for you to share your screen? Okay, so you can share your screen, Saket. Banal, you can stop it, not a problem. Yes, Saket, you can share your screen, please. Can you speak a little bit, Saket? Yes, Saket, can you
Hello,
speak?
hello.
Yes, Saket. Acha, Saket, yesterday we have discussed about that routing and navigation. Were you clear about that?
Yes,
Okay. So, Saket, we have a one. You remember yesterday we were writing something called for child. You remember?
yes, yes.
So I told you what it is for. Lazy loading. You remember?
Lazy loading. Yes, yes.
So what do you mean by lazy loading? See, so this example is a complete implementation of the lazy loading. The idea behind a lazy loading is very, very simple, that we want to load the content or the module only once it is really required. Getting it? If it is really not required, you would like to delay only when it is required. Actually, what happens, Saket, your complete Angular application get converted into the single bundle. Okay, so when the first time user requests for any Angular application, so the complete bundle get loaded locally in a client machine. Okay, and that particular bundle size are decently heavy. Okay, and user may not demand these heavy files because he or she doesn't require to visit your entire web page or entire web applications. User wants to visit only the few pages, but only those pages which user is visiting, only respective files to be get available to him. Rest of the files must not unnecessarily download, otherwise the bundle size goes very heavy and your application would not be as responsive as it should be. Saket, are you getting it?
Yes, yes.
So to avoid this statement, we are using the concept like in what, lazy loading. Are you
Okay.
getting? So what we need to do in a lazy loading, just right click on your program. No, in your browser only. And say inspect and go to the console. Go to the network. Okay, refresh that localhost 4200 now. See, it is now loading this file. Okay, initial number of files are getting loaded now. Okay, where we have called WebSocket, localhost, runtime, polyfills, and all vendor.js files are getting loaded now. Okay, now clear that,
Yes.
console. Yeah, now you do one thing. Click on this post button, post hyperlink on the left hand side. In your website only, post. Yeah, can you see this now? Now the post module is getting loaded. Can you see this now? Right hand side.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting it now? It is
Okay.
loading when the user is asking for.
Okay.
And click on King. I hope you're getting it now.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, we are loading the modules only when the user is doing what?
Asking for it.
Asking for it. Due to that, initially, the initial bundle size is gonna be very, very small when the application loaded on a client machine. Are you getting it?
Mm-hmm.
And now, only when the user asks for it by clicking on a hyperlink or anything asking explicitly, then the bundles are getting loaded
Got
here.
it. Yes.
I hope you understood.
Yes.
Yeah, I shown this example purposely because when Angular works into this environment, so everybody demands what? The improved performance. Clear? Because only when the performance is improved, application can load faster.
So basically, lazy loading is like whenever the user is asking, only then we have to provide it to them.
Yeah. So we will be loading the module only when they ask. Click on home. See, it is really not needed. It is not loading it again because it
Mm.
is already loaded. Are you
Loaded.
clear
Yeah.
now? Click on post. See, it is not again loading it because it is already loaded. Due to that, it avoiding unnecessary loading of the bundle from the application. Are you clear now?
Yes. Yes.
That's the whole idea. And to make this possible, what we did, open your VS Code editor and open your post folder. And inside this post folder, you will realize it. We have just expanded it on the right hand side a little bit. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Now, if you see, there's one file available name called post.module.ts. See this now? See, this is a post module. Earlier, we had only one module called app module. Now we are dividing our modules also. That means this module is only containing what? The post related component. Are we clear? Saji, are you getting it, Saket?
Yes.
And you see like line number 4, it is loading what? The post routing module. You see there's a file created on the left hand side
Mm.
in the same folder. Above.
Oh.
Click. Now you see here we are using the same components colon post component. But if you see here below, what are you saying? Line number 14, router module dot for
What child?
child. Click this option on for child. Take the cursor on for child. Select this router module dot for child. No. Just select this router module dot for child. Select this line, router module dot for child. Okay. So this where it holding what the routes here inside. Are we clear? Raji,
Yes.
are you clear? So for child is designed for what?
Lazy routing.
Exactly. Now just open the king part. Just see routing dot king dot module dot ts. Can you see this for child?
Yes.
You see the king.module.ts. Are you clear, sir?
Yes. For all three different childs have created three different
Yes,
module of this.
absolutely. Why you are not merging it all together? Because otherwise it brings everything
Everything
right for
together
you.
at once. Okay.
Yeah,
So by like creating all three, we are like actually doing lazy overloading,
very
lazy
much.
loading. Okay. Okay.
Very much. And the main routing is happening below app.app-routing.module.ts. Yeah, you see this right now.
Okay. This is for root.
And you see there's an option called load children. Can you see this load children? Below, line number 12 and line number 16.
Okay.
Okay. So you are loading the children based on when you really required. So this enables the lazy loading in your program. Earlier you were using path and you were passing component. You remember? Yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
if you see your example,
Yes.
you are having path and followed by component. Now you do
Yes.
not say component. Instead, you say what? Load.
Root children.
Exactly. Do one thing. Open your Chrome browser and type Angular load children. Angular load children. Without search it in a Google. It's okay. Okay. It is what? It is a main functionality comes from the Angular router. Clear, sir?
Oh. Yes.
Go up. That's it. Close this now. So please confirm everybody. Are you all clear? And it's working fine for everyone? Everyone, please confirm. Just a small answers in the chat that are you all clear? Okay. So here, Saket, I would like to give a small task now. Shall I?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Saket, I want to give you the task is I want to create one more. Just open the notepad and take a note. I want to provide, okay, I want to provide another link. Create another link. Okay. And this link will offer you a very simple login page. Login page. Okay. So when you click on hyperlink, the name is called login. So the login page must appear. And that I also want to develop using what? Lazy loading. So when you click on this, so in your network navigation, you should see that particular module is getting loaded. Are you clear?
Okay. So there will be a new link, new login link here.
Yeah.
After we click, that component should get open, right?
Yeah. So it should have a username, password, and button. That's it.
Okay.
And not expecting that the username and password and submit button must be in a working case. That's fine. I
Just
just
to
want to
display.
show the dummy. That's okay.
Okay.
But the main intention is to enable lazy loading. Are you clear?
Yes.
Yes, Saket, are you clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so you can stop the screen now. Everybody, I'm sure that you all are clear. Please go ahead and make it happen and let us know. ये combine है ना? ये complement है क्या है? ये
Gimana sih Pak Ibu? Bagaimana? Link untuk slash tetap Ah, apa?
Friends, please, Saket, you can go on mute. I think there's a background noise. Friends, once you are done, do not forget to type done in the chat window. Kalyapan, I request you to please check, maybe because of npm space I is not downloaded properly. So I request you to kindly reinstall the npmi again after deleting the node modules folder. Yes, anybody's done, do let me know. Good job, Ravindra. Let's wait for 2 more minutes for others to finish. Okay, so Ravindra, could you please help me to share your screen to see how you have done it? Yeah, Ravindra, could you please help us to share your screen? Okay, no problem. Okay, everyone, so the time is up. So now we're going to go ahead and talk about our next feature of our learning, and that is called working with an interceptors, which will help you to perform any lot of securities related stuff in case if the user really needed it. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Okay, and let me try to offer you the interceptor. The interceptor will always come between a client and the main processing. So if I just show you with the simple example, here in your program, if this is your, I would say, user details component, and there's a client. Okay, so when the client asks any details about the user from this particular user details, so user details will check the credentials of the user to confirm whether he or she is authorized user to access all those resources. But if the user details get the same job, tomorrow if I have one more tool name call, we will call load EMP salaries, and this particular client asks the load EMP salaries to get me the load EMP salaries. Same for the user details. So both of them has to validate whether the user is authorized enough to access this components or not. But logic writing within those gonna be repeating, and once again it will be a redundancy. To avoid this option, I'll be rather writing what? There's a one concept available name called what? Everybody, interceptor. Okay, and what this interceptor will do without touching your component or letting you know about the client, this will come automatically in between, clear, and confirm the user details or login details or whatever you want to do. Okay, it can change the headers or do whatever activity you want, not necessarily the user credentials or verification. And if the user is validated, it allows you to go ahead, and in case if the user credentials are not correct, it will return the user from this point itself without taking you to the user details. Everyone, are you getting it now? Everybody, please confirm, are you getting it now? Friends, please help us with the confirmation. Okay, and how to develop this interceptors? Let's take a look now. So if you want to make it, so now if I want to develop the interceptors, I'll once again go back to the same shared folder and create a new file. Okay, and you can call. To write the interceptor, we'll be using this class called okay. And here I would say like this. Here I'll be saying HTTP interceptors. And here we have to override one function name called intercept. And this intercept will take few parameters as a compulsory. One which is called a request, okay, of type HTTP request, okay, of type what, any, and second I'll be trying to say next HTTP handler, and they're all would be type of what, observables, okay, of type any. Now here I'll be returning this option as a call what, log. I want to print a request object here. Okay. So after printing the current request, whichever you're sending it, we are saying return handle. That means whichever the next interceptor come in between there you want to apply. And once it is done, what you'll be doing it, you have to basically put it under where, inside your app.module.ts. Okay, so what you'll be doing inside your app.module.ts, inside the provider section. Okay, what you'll be doing now here, comma, we're putting it curly braces now and saying provide HTTP interceptors, use class, which class which we have, app interceptor, and multi true. That means I can apply on multiple, or it will be applied on where, on a multiple target classes wherever the HTTP request is going on. That's it. Now after adding this, when it will be making the HTTP calls, again I'm repeating, when it will be making what, HTTP calls to the backend application, this interceptor will automatically invoke for you. Okay, just try this out and let me know by typing down in the chat window, please. But please switch back your project to your, I would say the previous project which we are taking it called My App. Right now you may be inside your, the new folder which I've given to you. Please switch back your project back to the same My App. Okay, and write the logic right over there. And do not forget to type done. Yes, everyone, please help me with your updates. What's going on? So it seems like it is working fine for all. Saket, could you please help me while sharing your screen how it is going on? Yes, Saket, can you share your screen?
I just implemented, but I've not run it.
Yeah, I just help you. Just try to run it.
1 minute. Huh? Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
This is the file
Mm-hmm.
or DS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Can you do one more important thing here? No, here it won't work like that. Can you go back to the code and open your what to say? Huh. Here, rather than using landing page component, yeah, here you write main app. Sorry, app component. App component. Yeah. Enter and go to the index.html file. Here you say app hyphen root. You uncomment line number 13 and comment line number 14.
You want app component, yeah?
Yeah, app root is already there now on the line number
Oh.
13. Just uncomment it. Run it again. Okay. Now you can send the request to the backend. Fill up this form. Can you see this now? Yeah, this is your interceptor. Are you getting it now?
Okay.
Saket, are you clear?
Yes. Where else can we use other than for like authentication? Other than authentication, where we can use interceptor? Like where
See,
it is
other
used?
than authentication, you can use it for appending the content type. Okay, setting the header details, removing the header details, add the authorization tokens. You can basically log the responses. Okay, when the request is sent, when the response is received, you can quickly check total how much time it took to basically send the request and response back to the client. Okay, suppose if you want to log when the request was sent and when the response is received, total how much time it took to basically process my client request, that you can do. Okay, you can have the tokens. Tokens means what? Authorization tokens, which user can receive, and only through this particular tokens user can go ahead and communicate with the other URLs. So these tokens can be managed here. Okay, JWT tokens I'm talking about. Multiple things you can do. Okay, let's make a very simple example here. Go back to the code again. So this interceptor not only designed for your, go to the interceptor. See, interceptor is, Saket, not only designed for sending the request, it is also intercept your request while retrieving the response from the backend. Are you clear? Saket, are you clear?
Can you come again?
See, when you send a request,
Mm-hmm.
you are thinking the interceptors are getting called in between you and the component.
Component. Yeah.
But interceptor also come in between when the response is received.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so let's take a small example about here. So what you can do, you can just comment this line number 8. Okay, and come down after line number 9. Now here you type the command name call. Do one thing before that, before handle, after line numbers, here you type request equal to no REQ. It is only REQ. You have a request object REQ equal to REQ dot clone, REQ dot clone. Here they start the round brackets. Say headers colon request dot headers. Headers h is small. Headers h is small. Here REQ is a small. It is a request object. REQ dot headers dot append. Start the round brackets and single quotes type content hyphen type. C capital and T capital, content hyphen type. Okay, after that put comma after the single quotes, and here you put again single quotes and say application slash JSON. Okay, JSON will be small letters and A will be also small. And after the request.clone, start the curly braces. Yeah, and close the curly braces between the two round brackets. No, you after the clone you have to start the curly braces. No, after round brackets before headers keyword put curly braces.
Between those. I'm doing it correct.
No. See, application JSON has to be closed first with the round brackets, then curly braces will come.
Okay, so this is right.
Yeah, that is correct. But after the clone, when you have a round brackets, then after that you have to start curly braces here.
Started here.
Yeah, and close it between these two round brackets.
Okay, between these two.
Are you getting it now?
Okay.
Clear?
Got it. Yeah.
Okay. After that, this line, press enter and type const started equal to const started equal to
Started.
started equal to date dot now, d capital date dot now. Okay, now is a function. Okay, after this line number 13, press enter. Now I say dot do. Okay, here start the round brackets. Okay, and here you type one parameter here and type event. Start the array space. No. Remove the array symbol. Space, give the arrow sign and start the curly braces. Enter. Okay. So here you'll be typing console.log event. What is saying? Console.log event. And after that, come out from the line number 16 and press enter. And now here you can say const elapsed equal to date dot now minus started. Are you clear what I'm trying to say?
You are calculating the turnaround time, started
Yeah.
and ending time.
Yeah. Like this, you can implement the things accordingly. I hope you understood now. So that's where exactly we perform the activity into our code. Okay. And after that, once it is done, you
Why see
can
me
just
error here? See me error here.
which one? No problem. That variable we can resolve it later on. But here, the initial thing is like how to initiate this request to process it ahead.
Hmm.
Okay. So like you can have this event and say console.log. So this is how you would be able to perform the logic for letting the application know what is the main core behavior of this interceptor, like where the interceptors are really involved and why they really get called.
Okay.
Hope you understood.
Yes.
Everyone, please confirm, are you all clear? Okay, so I'm sure like you're clear. Now what you can do, you can just try to replace do with the tab, the line number 15. Just try to replace do with the tab. Okay, do one thing here. After this request, after line number 13, press after line number 13, after you say, now you say dot,
Dot
just type tab,
tab.
yeah, TAP.
Okay.
It's not available right now.
Hmm.
Okay, so RxJS variable has been changed. So it is not using this current environment. No problem. We can basically implement this.
Okay.
So what you can do, you can call dot pipe
Instead of do.
above. Use pipe. And inside this pipe, just type dot tab.
Okay.
Dot. No, inside this pipe, just type tab. Don't worry, we will tell you how to do that because here it is having some reference issues. Okay, so we will tell you like how to basically implement this. Okay, don't worry about this. We'll be helping you how to fix that. But at least you understood about the flow, what we're really
Yes.
using it now.
Yeah.
You can stop the screen now. Okay, everybody. So if this RxJS part is clear to all, so we're going to talk about our next statement, like how you're going to be bundling your application. In case if you're planning to bundle your application, how you'll be doing this as a bundling so that you can deploy it easily to your backend application. Okay, but before that, there's another tool which is available to us for debugging. In case if you're planning to perform any debugging, how are you going to be doing this now? Okay, so I would request once again, Saket, if you can share your screen. Okay, open your Chrome browser, another tab, and here open the google.com and search for Augury, Augury, Augury. Enter. Come down. Can you see the first website? Augury. Yeah, this is the debugging tool for Angular. Okay, it is a Chrome extension. Just install on Chrome. What happened? Is it blocked or what?
Can be.
So you're using company laptop?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I think they might have blocked this extension.
No, I can download different extensions, but other I can do. Don't know about this.
Which one?
Someone else can try and see.
Guys, anyone of you are able to download this extension? So you have a Firefox also?
No. No, I don't have Firefox.
Okay. So Banali, like for you, it is having the same error. Okay, I think the website may have some issue. So no problem, we can install it later. Meanwhile, can you please open your file explorer and go to the project, the one which you are already developing it, Angular, my app. Yeah, and just wait. Just check how many number of folders are available right now. 3. E2E, node modules, and what?
SRC.
So actually what you want is, your intention is to make sure when you develop your application, you offer what? A deployment. How are you going to be deploying your application in a real server? And that to be the highly optimized. To make sure, do one thing. First, open your command prompt.
In this on this path.
Yep. Type ng space build.
Enter.
Yep.
To comment that do thing out.
Do one thing, just interceptor what you written, that you remove the do part and all. Yeah. If you see, there's another folder created called dist. Okay, if you go inside this micro, and you can see now you do not have any more modules, component, template, nothing. You just have got bunch of JS files. Are you clear? And this particular folder, you can deploy it anywhere else in any server. Your project will work as usual the way it is working here. Are you getting it? Saket,
Yes.
got it? Can you just check the size of this MyPro? 5.84 MB, which is pretty high in a size. However, you can reduce the size also of your current project, clear, which can be designed for production ready. So what are you gonna do? Open the terminal and say ng space build. Friends, remember one thing, ng build will be a normal build. And now here you say ng space build space hyphen hyphen pro. Yeah, hyphen hyphen pro. Yeah.
Enter.
Yeah. Great. Now it is now ready. And can you please check the size of dist folder now? Amazing.
Yes.
So you can see earlier you had almost 5 MB and now you have a call few KBs. So drastically the size has reduced like anything. Make sense?
Yes.
That's the beauty of this application. Hope you understood and clear.
Yes.
Okay, and you can see the file sizes are even further reduced. Are you clear?
Yes.
Great. So you can try Augury by evening or whenever you get a time to download that. So if it is ready, I will be helping you how to do that. I request everybody try the same and let us know once your build part is ready. I'm waiting for all of you. You can stop the screen, Saket. Don't know Akash, Ashish because it was there some time back. I request everybody to please confirm if the build part is working fine for everyone. Okay, so fine. So it seems like it is sorted out for most of you. So for Firefox installation, it is working. Bernally said. So you can, those guys can try this at your system. Okay. Well, guys, then that's it. What we have it for today. Then, okay, we'll be seeing you back once again tomorrow. So thank you very much for joining. So I will see you tomorrow to make this development to the next level. So tomorrow we'll be spending most of the time on unit testing. Okay. Thank you and enjoy your day. Thank you very much.